Hi, friends. Have you ever heard a singer get ready to perform? Before they go out on stage in front of a big audience, singers do warm-up exercises with their mouths and their vocal cords. That's the parts inside the throat that make sounds. So they practice by doing things like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So singers repeat those warm-up sounds again and again, and it gets them ready to sing all the notes in their songs very precisely. And you know what? Writers can do that too. To really be ready to write the words in your books, you can do a little warm-up. We can warm up by singing out our vowel sounds with our vowel shields and vowel power. So please try it with me right now and pay attention to how you make each vowel sound. Here's a copy of our vowel chart. A, apple, A. Repeat after me. A, apple, A. E, egg, E. I, igloo, I. O, octopus, ah. U, umbrella, ah. All right, so guys, this is very important, this warm up, and it will get you ready for your reading and your writing. So get those binoculars ready now because I have something very important I want to teach you. Today, I want to teach you that as your vowel power gets stronger, you will start to notice that different vowels feel different in your throat or your mouth when you say them. You can make your vowel power even stronger by not only listening for vowel sounds, but also feeling for the vowel sounds. So let me show you what I mean. What sound does this letter make right here? O, octopus, ah. Now make the sound for ah, 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 and freeze. Notice the shape of your mouth and what it's doing. Ah, ah. You're probably noticing that when you make the ah sound, your mouth is open and round like the shape of an O. You can trace the O with your finger right now. Ah. Now let's look at the E, egg, E. Make the sound for E, 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 E. Freeze. Interesting. I'm noticing that when I make the sound for E, 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 my mouth opens a little and stretches back. Is that true for you too? I thought so. So let's see what happens when when we make the I, igloo, I sound. I, I. What does it look like my mouth is doing? I. What's your mouth doing? I. Are you noticing how your mouth opens, but only a little bit? And what about the A, apple, A sound? What happens to your mouth when you make this sound? Make it with me right now. A, apple, A, A, A. Like, ants are crawling up my arm. I notice that when I say the corners of my mouth are pulled up almost like I'm smiling, and my mouth is about half open. It's actually open more than when I make the I sound. I, I. Try that with me. I. So every time we make a different vowel sound, our mouths do different things. And that can actually come in handy quite a bit when you're reading and especially when you're writing. If you're writing and having a tricky time figuring out the sounds in the words that you're writing, you might think about not only what you hear, but also what you feel in your mouth. That can help you spell so many words, guys. Let me show you how. So let's say I want to write a sentence with lots of snap words like, I like the hat. So I'm going to start it out, I, and I always start with a big capital letter, and I is always capital when it's by itself anyway. I like, oh, what did I forget? A finger space. So give myself that finger space, like, L-I-K-E, like, L-I-K-E, like. I like. Notice how I reread. I want to make sure that I've got all the words. I like the hat. I don't think I'll have enough room. I'm going to need to hop down. I like the, is the a snap word? It is T-H-E, the. T-H-E, the hat. I like the finger space, but oh no, I do not think that I know how to spell the word hat. It is not a snap word. But guys, I can actually use this new vowel power trick to help me out. I can chop up the words sound by sound, like at, like robot style. Try it with me. At. I know that I hear the H sound in the beginning. And I know that I hear the at T sound at the end. But that vowel sound can be especially tricky. It is much trickier than the consonants, right? The A, E, I, O, and U are trickier because their noises aren't as apparent. You don't hear them as much when you make their sounds, but you really can notice them with the way that your mouth is moving while you're making them. So I want to figure out that middle letter. So I can actually use this new trick to match how my mouth feels while making that middle sound to the way my mouth feels when making the vowel sounds in my vowel chart. Hat, at, ah is the middle sound. With ah, the corners of my mouth are pulled back like I'm smiling. Which one of our vowels in our vowel chart has our mouths do that same thing? Does A do that? A, ah, 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 t, A, ah. Are you noticing that when I make that A sound, my mouth doesn't move when I'm trying to figure out this middle sound here? And when I try out this sound here, ah, ah. That's because they're the same sound. So that will help me figure out this middle letter right here. We know that it's now an A because I can match that sound to the sound I hear when making the vowel sounds on my vowel chart. We're going to try a lot more of this in school, friends, and you're going to get so much better at it. But what I really want you to take away today is I want you to notice the way that your mouth is forming those sounds. What is your mouth doing? Because that really will help you, especially once we get into things like long vowels. So today, friends, this is what I would like you to do for your activity. I would like you to please notice what your mouth looks like and how it feels when you make the sound that we did not look at. I bet some of you were thinking, oh, there was one sound that we skipped, and that was for a reason. That's that U, umbrella, sound. I want you to notice, what is your mouth doing when you make the sound? If you want to, you can even look in a mirror and see what it's looking like. That will really help you. And then please take the time to go over the vowel chart on page 2 of the activity and notice what your mouth looks like and how it feels when you make each of the vowel sounds. This will really help you in your reading and writing. Are you ready to rock? Okay,